like I always say, companies are like people. You have to save. There's a lot of financial management about companies that is almost equivalent to personal management. When it comes to personal savings, we're all told the same stories. Like, you spend what is left after you have saved. I think that principle, we've carried it from day one. There's never been a sale since our very first sale of 500 Cedis that we didn't save from it. And we still do that till today. And with that, with the savings, with the power of compound interest, always keeps compounding. So when we are in good times, we always save. And that's something that I'm personally extremely aggressive about. In fact, most of the CFOs we've had at Hubtel, I've always questioned why. Why do you keep so much money lying around? Why do you sacrifice and starve yourself and not spend this money? You could be living in a mansion, you could be doing, why do you do that? Well, because I do that for the future. I do that it's the responsible thing to do. It's what you would do if you were the business, right? So when we are financing pivots, we are always prepared for the next pivot. So for example, if now we start seeing that, the payment business is slowing down, blah, 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 I'm sure Hubtel will be able to pivot into whatever business we want to pivot into. And even if it takes 1, 2, 3 trials, we'll still be able to finance it and find our way to become cool again, right? That's the engine of bootstrapping. It's treating the business just as you treat your own personal finance. If you were any responsible person would treat their finance. Managing a startup requires a lot of discipline, frugality, and bringing your personal finance principles to the business as its own entity in its own right, and you not mixing with it. So it requires a lot of financial, some decisions and trade-offs that you obviously would have to make. But the one thing that must guide you is always trying to balance those trade-offs in a way that you would have done it personally yourself. So for example, in 2008, we decided to put up an office building. And this was at a time where even myself and Ernest, my co-founder, and Leslie, we didn't even have our own houses. We haven't even built our own house, and we're still living in the office. We decided to build an office, and one of the trade-offs we had to make was, how do we keep saving so the business is still strong financially, and so that the office project will continue. And one of the things we looked at was, well, maybe we can partner. So we talked to the landowner and said, okay, how about we build an office on your land and we will use it for 30 years. And afterwards, the building is yours. And then he agreed. And that saved us a lot of cost in land and all of that. Thankfully, everything was very clean about the land and all that. And then that's how we built our first office. By end of 2009 to 2010, the office was ready and we moved in. We were able to keep our liquidity and still be able to have an office that we wanted. And then that new office obviously brought us a lot of trust from customers and all of that, grew the business enough for Ernest and I, and to have enough money to go and buy our own houses in about 2011 or so. Yeah, so these are some of trade-offs that you'd have to make as a business owner.